Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday, June 24th. It's the Great Mattsby and Tracker, and we are going to do another live stream tonight with the
Yes.
triumvirate with Cat and Tracker and myself. It's going to be great.
Woo. It'll be so much fun. I'm hoping, like I did that little meme of a victory lap. I hope we get to do I don't want to jinx it, but I'm hoping we get a really crazy banner green day today, and we can just sort of take a little victory lap in the show tonight. There, I jinxed
Don't
it.
jinx it.
Um,
Yeah.
Good morning, Nino and Golden Parachute and Jim and Monkey Boy. We're going to get to all your requests in just a minute, but Matthew's going to take us out with a look at the market. Last night, Katney's Cat was posting that the Hang Seng was up 2%. So
Yes, very good things. A lot of things are showing risk on, and I just want to show you the 886 that we've been paying attention to for the past couple of weeks here, and yeah, it held. Right, just got a little bit of a liquidity grab underneath. Didn't need to go any further, and basically 598 was the target, and it closed above yesterday, and we're getting a gap up today again, and that kind of paves the way to 613 all-time highs. That's my focus for the SPY. Stay above 598, and it's good to go. QQQ, same situation here. It's above the 525.03, so stay above that. It's going to all-time highs, and in fact, it's getting pretty close to all-time highs pre-market right here, 540.81. We'll watch that, see if it can actually break out this week. I mean, if it can close a weekly candle above previous all-time highs, that would be incredibly bullish for the whole market. And IWM, it's continuing its journey higher after holding the 208.36 perfectly as well. So 217 is on my radar. Try to get above it. It's going to be more bullish, but 213, 214, that zone has proven to be a big resistance as of June 10th right there. So we'll see if we can break above that first. And just wanted to take a look at Bitcoin. How is that developing? Well, it's getting back above the conversion line and the 103.611, that 1.272 fib right there. So this is a good development. Stay above 102.423, stay above 103.611, and it looks good. And before I pass it along to you, Tracker, I just wanted to show you ARKK, just how risk on everything has been. Because that's been my gauge the whole time. Once it broke out, I made a post on it on X. Like once it broke this arc, I'm like, yeah, it's game on for risk on, right? Ooh, that rhymed, right? Yeah, same word anyways though. But yeah, it went right up to the angle. So we're at resistance right now, right? I just wanted to point that out, that breakout of the arc right here. I'll just turn off all the other indicators so we can see things more clearly. Break out of the arc. So arc broke the arc, right? And then it just broke out to the 45-degree angle, which has been historically resistance. So am I bullish up here? I am not. I'm more cautious here. But this is still in the beginning stages of something amazing. And I still think it's really, really beautiful for the future, because the monthly Ichimoku cloud, guys, it's inside of it, right? It's basically inside of the monthly Ichimoku cloud for the first time since it really just collapsed, right? The last time it was there, it only spent a couple months. But now this is a new era for ARC, right? We're in the ARC era right now. This is basically the potential to stabilize inside this ARC, and it doesn't matter how long it takes to break this 45-degree angle. But that just means I think this is going to be massive growth, and you're going to see 90s, you're going to see hundreds, you're probably going to even see the green arc up here, the 130s, 140s, maybe even the green level up here at 230s, right? You're probably going to see massive growth for ARC. So I just wanted to point that out, that all the signs were there that this is going to be a risk-on environment once it broke that arc. And that happened 4 weeks ago, right? It happened 4 weeks ago, and people were still skeptical 4 weeks ago, but it's been paving the way. So things are looking fantastic for growth, for risk-on, for crypto, for everything. And this is why I buy the panic, because all the signs are in front of us saying that things are going to be okay.
Gosh, April 7th, when it was like $39 or something, $40. Woo, get out of here. All right.
Yeah,
Good morning, everybody. Let's see. Here's my Bitcoin chart. I just wanted to show you real quick the short-term price action. I've been posting this kind of like, every few hours for the last, since the last weekend. Anyway, Sunday we had that low volume flush to grab liquidity under 100,000. it went down to it never closed a 4-hour candle body under this 29.732% fib. It's turned out to be quite an important fib. 98,913, just a wick down, and then we're back up again. And then it looked really good in pre-market. And then yesterday we got another flush, just a regular trading hours back test of 100,000. And then we're right back up again. And now it's like just zoom, bang, zoom up over the 4-hour moving average 75 here in the broad orange moving average here. And it's going to be resistance at first here at the 702 or 707 point 702 106 450, but it should get over and that'll be support later. So I'm looking for an AB 109 877 back to 106 450, and then 112,000 was the previous all-time high, and so getting above that, I'm looking for 119 710 for the next phase, the next step here. And then we get a little consolidation, and then it goes on up higher and higher. And I don't know. So, not to get ahead of myself, I'll show you that breakdown once we get there. Yeah, Bitcoin going to test 200,000. Somewhere near 200,000 overall. I think this cycle. Let's see. Does this chart have it? Somewhere around here, like 180,000 to maybe wherever the 561.6% is. I ran out of fibs. But yeah, incredibly bullish for the crypto market now. Here's Tesla right here. And I showed you guys, I was expecting the, Austin Robotaxi launch to give us something. And we got this nice Morobotsu candle. And it'll test back to the 8-hour cloud. And now we're back above it again. That might be the whole one too. I was looking at and thinking it would be like a 382 236 kind of situation. And as Matt just showed you on his chart, Tesla is at big resistance on his Gann chart. I don't know. Maybe we will get this. Maybe we'll get from 362. It pushes us all the way back down to my moving average 75 around the 29.6. It's really the 29.7, whatever it was. Anyway, 328, 329, or maybe it goes to the top of this 8-hour Ichimoku cloud around 324, 322.39 should really be where it kind of holds here at this 702 on the left here. But I know I like this wick here, or maybe it just does this Ichimoku blue line anyway. It'll bounce in here somewhere. Whatever this dip is, that's a great place to buy it. And then, I'm looking for the 141. And it's really cool. The 123.6 fib here is at 420.44. And of course, we all know that's really 420.69. But the market makers already know this. So as soon as price gets to the 420s, everyone's going to be trying to, they'll be putting in their bid orders to try to buy at 420.69. And the market makers are just going to keep selling into it. So maybe 420.44 really does become the ceiling on that for a little bit anyway, until it gets to 432. Anyway, this whole chart goes up to, I'm expecting, I got it all covered over. It's about 509.49 is what I'm looking for. But, interestingly enough, my TSLL is actually predicting this one here, 56.82. Is that right? Oh, no, it is this one. This one's predicting 34.22, which would line up with Tesla to 600 actually, if it takes a straight shot. So I don't know. It could be up here. This 100% fib extension, $601, because this is 65% versus my TSLL 133%. So those kind of match up together. You have to subtract a little bit for the slippage on TSLL. All right, that's those two things out of the way. Matt, do you want
to? Yeah,
go ahead.
So Tesla here, we can see on my chart that, guess what? We're back here again. And it's resistance. And it's not only the ARC resistance, it's also the Ichimoku top of the cloud resistance as well. So guess what? We need to try to break above. So am I going to be super excited here? No. I am more excited down here. I'm more excited at support. I'm not so excited up here until there's confirmation of breaks. I know it goes against the sentiment out there, but this is the reality, right? We saw what happened last time. People got super excited. It collapsed right back down to the 200s again, 280s, right? So now we'll see if it can break above, but if not, it might need to go back down to the 320s. It might need to go back to the 319 to retest that before breaking out. So it could be just another breakout back test before breaking out, or perhaps the momentum can continue throughout the whole week and just break above. But as usual, I wait for confirmation. And by confirmation, I mean weekly candle closes, because what happened here, people were excited the whole week. And then on Friday, they just closed it below, right? So this is why I wait for the confirmation, because now we can see if it really definitively wants to close above. So we'll see. We'll have to wait till Friday. But right now, it is resistance. I am cautious, and this is the reality we live in. I do see a couple of charts. I'm going to take golden parachute first because of the SMLR. Is it clear now for takeoff? Let's see SMLR. And maybe, right? The 31.25 actually hit perfectly, and it was a great support zone. This fib, this 382 or 236 fib. So it was a giant breakout, rejection of this angle and the bottom of the cloud up here, came back down to retest support, and now it's like kind of like a W bottom. So I think it might be good, but let's watch this 42.34 for a weekly candle close. Get back above it. It'll really have an opportunity to continue its journey higher. If it just turns into a wick, then there could be a back test of the 39 or the 37 zone. So it's a very volatile stock. You got to take it as it is, but it's also a bullish stock, right? It's just a big breakout back test with a W formation with, as Tracker says, W for winning, right? So basically this has the potential to continue journey higher. All right, Tracker.
Let's see. I don't have an RTX chart, but I'll see if I can draw one up before the end of the show. Rocket Lab I've got right here. My Rocket Lab chart says that we're at resistance, but it also says we could be breaking out. So I know it's saying two things to me. Normally, a 618 would go to the 236. It could extend to 764 and then back to 382. So let's see. Maybe what we get is 3652. I'm just changing this on the fly now. Back to the 382. That makes sense, which really would be this 2444 or maybe 2695. So 2536 to 2695. I've been trying to put I've got it backwards. Usually I try to put the higher number first, the lower number after that. Then sort of in the order that you would encounter the numbers. But yeah, let's see if it doesn't go 764 back to 382, and then we go to the 1382 after that. Elsewise, I've got this. I kind of like imagine, well, what if it just didn't pull back until it hit the 141? If it goes to 141, it's like 4570 back to 3334, then on up to the 1618 or my 1236. Well, see now, I'm thinking it could be the 1382. So look for this. Just take a screenshot if you want. These are the two paths. It's either going to go to one, circle 2, or it'll just go up to here, back to the 100%, and then on higher. But be really cautious right here. I wouldn't expect to see it go past 3652 to before pulling back. Let's see, and then I think I've got a snow chart. It'd be an old chart. I mean, not super old. Yeah, let's see, snow. I was expecting 1236. We're approaching that, and then pulls back to the 764 for support. So it's also kind of maybe at resistance, unless it goes. It could be a 1382 chart. So watch 226.43. Whoops. Don't move that. Watch 226.43 as resistance. If it gets slightly higher, maybe 230.08 or 239.24. After that, it's got to pull back to either the 100% from 1382. It pulls back to the 100% at 205. Here, let me just try to do this thing again. So if it goes from here to the 1382, it's going to pull back to the 100% and then the 2382. Otherwise, if the 123.6 is as far as it goes, even this 230.08, it's going to send it back down to the 764 or this 236 here. So watch for the circle 3, circle 4, or else the purple lines. There you go. That's my snow chart. I can keep going, Matt, or you can take over. Let
Yeah,
me show
I
hymns.
just wanted to show my
Oh, go ahead.
snow, just to show people what I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
please.
So my snow chart here, it's at resistance right now. We can see the pre-market. It is at the arc. It's at this 50% fib, 217.49. So you know the drill. I'm cautious at resistance. So let's see if it can break through. All right. If it can't break through, there's an easy back test down to the angle here in the low 200s again. So we'll see. We'll see if it can break through. That's the target I'm looking at least 217.49. Closed Friday above it. Then perhaps it goes higher. But if it just turns into a wick, then the potential to go back lower is still there. And for me, before I switch to your hymns, all I'm focusing on for the high time frame really is 39.42 right here, the 1.618. So that's it. Just a big rejection up here, crash down to here. We've seen this so many times. It's like they can't fool me anymore. Just breakout, huge back test, breakout, huge back test. So 39.42, that's the zone I'm really watching.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if it gets there. I don't know if it will, so I've been buying on the way down just because it's never a guarantee to get to those levels. And people that always wait for lower, they often miss out because then they end up chasing later. So it's better for me personally to just keep buying on the way down until it gets there and then buy more. So that's me. Go ahead, tracker.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell people that for months and months. You don't have to wait for one perfect price to buy in all at once. You can buy a little bit all the time. Buy a little bit today. Buy a little bit tomorrow. Yeah. Let's see. I'm sorry. I was just trying to sneak in this RTX chart. My hymns chart. Loading. Hymns chart. So my hymns chart says. Oh yeah, look at this. So right yesterday we had the sort of news, blah blah blah, whatever catalyst. It ran it back from the 764 back to the 382. It was just my 764 382. That's all it was, and I've been waiting for that for a while actually, and we finally got it. So there's your buying opportunity. I told my followers, buy. This is the time to buy it now. It still might go to 35.87. It did not touch 35.87. It did not touch my 8-hour moving average 300. That's this thinner orange line, which is at about 38.32 ish. That it might maybe this morning when it opens, it might dip down to there. That's definitely a place to buy it. After the 764.382, the next target is the 138 up here at 104.78. Look back to the left. There's sort of this resistance here, this 141, 127 at 97.62, 89.17. I mean, well, there's a whole bunch of stuff on the way, right? Because there's the 702 and 886. So just watch the turns after it, after it hits 40 or 38 something. It's gonna bump into 54, bump into 66, maybe back to 60.24, up to 79, blah blah blah. So anyway, you can take a screenshot of this. I think these are the major turns that we'll see. But all in all, you don't even have to trade all this. If you buy it today, you ought to be able to just hold it until the 2382 at 164.29. We're very close to that. The 2618 on the retrace is 169.27. So I'd say 164 to 169 for the wave 5 top. All right, there you go. Back to you, Matt, and then I'm going to draw this RTX chart.
Yeah, I got a SEI.
Siebert.
Let's see. So here, let me switch. I think it's the crypto they're talking about. And
okay.
Yeah, SEI, we can see that it's going back up to the baseline resistance. So it still is in a big resistance zone. We can just basically see this previous support here broke down below. It's flipped to resistance. So it's still there, right? It's still in a previous resistance or a previous support flipped to resistance zone with even more resistance with the 30 cents. So it's got some work to do to get more bullish. But if it can start closing above this 30-cent zone, 31 cent, then it has the potential to get more bullish. And I see EL for Estee Lauder. And EL, we can see it's also at resistance too. But the good news is for Estee Lauder is we're going to zoom out here that it is getting back above my blue angle, right? This blue angle was very important in the past. And there we go. It's super important now. So that's my gauge, right? Stay above that blue angle, it can get more bullish, right? And that's really around 75.56. And right now, it's probably, it might get rejected by the cloud. So I'm not convinced it wants to break out higher yet. So I'll be watching this weekly candle close. But in my eyes, stay above the $75 zone. It'll be good. So that's all that really matters to me. Stay above support, and then the resistance can get broken. So it's at resistance now, but we'll see if it can break through. All right, tracker.
All right, I've got this RTX chart done enough here. You can flip over to me. I'm looking for a 618 pattern here. So it starts off with, just draw it there. So RTX from this high of 136.26 to this low of 108.44, and then the significant low down here at 68.856 gives me these fib extensions on the right, retraces on the left, retraces from that significant low to this significant high, 136.26. So those in mind, we've already beaten the 11.4% mini boss and got over the 382. Did not flush back to the 236. Instead, it kept going. So now we're at the 618. Right now, it's been resistance, and it's back down below it again. It was resistance yesterday, and the last couple of days, actually, a couple sessions. So I think it's go 618, then back to the 236, which instead of 124.42, which is what I usually would have said, I mean, it could go down here. I like to look at Matt's fibs now, the retrace fibs. So it could go to 121.77, but first let's just look for 128.54, this 886 as the support now. So 128.54, then on up to my 1236, which is very close to this 1764. So I'm just going to put it between the two. It'll be either to 187.98 if it gets over that to my 192.12. Drops back to the 764, but maybe actually the 141 is the support here, or the 127 if it goes deep. No, it can't do that because that would be too close to the wave one. This is the space. I don't know if you've been following me not long enough to know that between the wave 4 bottom and the wave 1 top, there's got to be a fib's worth of space. Otherwise, it turns into a diagonal, and that gets all kind of crazy. So yeah, I think it'll 164.29 should be the support, if not 166.16, and then on to 259.82 or maybe the 300% fib retrace at 271.66. So I'll just do like this. You can take your screenshot. There you go. That's RTX with the prices. Look to the left and the right when you're trying to figure out exactly where it might be going for support and resistance next. And see, I did HIMS. RCAT. RCAT's a chart that I've got. I was in this for a while, and then I jumped out to jump into something else, and now I wish I just stayed into it. I'm always jumping around, chasing. I'm like a dog chasing cars sometimes. All right, so RCAT. Oh, I need to redraw this chart. It kind of got a little messy. Let's see. This hasn't changed. The retraces haven't changed, right? Because the history is the same from this. Maybe I did it wrong. Yeah, never mind. Crap. I can't really show you a good RCAT chart. I've got to redraw this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tease you about that.
I got Sprouts. If you want,
go ahead.
If you want to work on that, I got some Sprouts Farmer Market here. So,
thank you.
Here's my Sprouts. So I do see it's a bullish chart. It's been in a very nice uptrend for a long, long time, but it's not making higher highs anymore. So this is just consolidating sideways, which kind of makes me just think that it's going to cool off for a little bit, right? It can't really get above this level. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Every time it tries, it turns into a wick and goes below. So it's right back at that zone again, which means to me 177 is resistance. 178, that's your resistance. And if it can't break above, then guess what? It might come back down to the cloud. It might come back down to the arc down here, 114. It just might need to come back down and retest some levels before going higher. So I'm cautious up here, but the lower it goes, the more bullish I would get on it into like the one. I like it better in the 130s, 120s, and even the 110s below if it does come. But if it doesn't come, then oh well, right? It's not something that interests me unless you're already in it, because it's just been a nice melt up, and now it's at a big resistance zone. So I'm always cautious at resistance, more bullish at support. And oh, I also see MVST.
Did you say one teens?
Yeah, why not? If it comes, yeah, why not?
Oh, that's great. One teens.
The one teens. Here's my
Yeah,
MVST
keep
microvest.
going.
MVST, we can see that price is stabilizing on top of the 618, 357. So that's really all I care about, right? Breakout, back test, stabilize above it, and so far it's working. And if so, it can go up to the 570s and above. So it's a good looking chart as long as it stays above support. If it starts to break below, then there's lots of areas it could go to because it is a little bit extended on the weekly chart. But so far, so good. 357. That's the target to hold. All right. Tracker, you ready now with your chart?
See. Keep going. No, I'm still drawing this
All right,
thing.
we'll go to
Keep going.
Woof. Woof, woof, woof. It was a big breakout, big rejection, kind of right where it should, around the baseline and the orange level. And now price is kind of right around the conversion line, actually exactly on the conversion line, 366. It is 366 pre-market. So we'll watch this development throughout the week and stabilize around that zone. Then it can recover and go back to the 412 and the 452 zone. But this is a good looking chart, right? All it did is a huge breakout, went to a destination, then a back test of the 45-degree angle and the arc, another destination. And now it's trying to reverse this downtrend and become more bullish. Higher high, it's starting to form a higher low. And let's see if it can continue to make a higher high. This is kind of the trend of a lot of miners here, where people are all giving up on them, but the formation on the high time frame is actually still pretty healthy for a continuation higher. So the next level to watch, 412, break above it, then 445, it's 452, and then you got all this resistance above in the $5 range. And I see a question: where's $2 trillion coming from this year to send Bitcoin to 200,000? I don't think it's going to take $2 trillion to send it to. Just because like market cap is 2 trillion or whatever, it doesn't mean that it takes that much money to boost it up there. I think it's just going to be liquidity that will take it there, right? It doesn't need to be $2 trillion. All right, Tracker.
Yeah, just remember if you're hoarding a whole bunch of gold, you don't need to. No one has to buy all your gold. They just need to want to buy your gold, and then they have to be willing to pay a higher and higher price to get what you're willing to sell them. It's all about supply and demand. That's all we track here with sentiment and our price charts. It's all about supply and demand of limited supplies. In this case, it's shares or coins or what have you. All right, here's my RCAT chart. I've decided upon a 618 chart based on where the retracement fibs fill over here on the left. So let's just look for 1380 next, maybe 1357 to 1380 is my circle one target. So from here, I haven't done the percentages. Let's see. From here, about 94% higher to get to that circle one for prices right now. Then it drops all the way back almost to where it is now to 810, and then it goes on higher to 2303, or maybe it only gets as far as 2145. In fact, I'm just going to do that right now, 2145. The retrace fibs really do have a lot more accuracy. Like my extension fibs were always, pretty close, but now the retrace fibs give me more accuracy I never had before. From our prices right now to circle three would be 205% higher to 2145. All right, there you go. That's RCAT redrawn. I can do Google real quick because I did, when Matt said, I can't remember, you were posting on somebody else's post about how it was time to be bullish on Google. And then I redrew my Google chart right then. And here it is. Alphabet, I think it did the big 1-2, and it wants to go to 291.24 next, maybe even 303.40. Look for the turns at, it'll go to 215.21, then back to 193.84, and then on up to the 291 or 303 target I just called out. Then a way forward and blah, blah, blah. That'll be 2026 when we get to there. So I think. So yeah, just look for 73% higher overall. If you hold on to it from now all the way to my, actually even maybe even higher than that, circle 3 top, if it goes to the 200% retracement, that's 84% higher to 303.40. All right, back to you, Matt, if you
Yeah,
want.
Google is the reason why I said that is because Google is good, right? It's a breakout from this 886. It's a rejection right where it should up here, the top of the cloud and the 1.272 fib, and it's a back test at the bottom of the cloud and the conversion line. How is this bearish? It's a bullish chart, right? Breakout back test looks like it's completed, even has the potential to stabilize inside the cloud still, 166. That's really the level I'll be watching for the potential to go higher. So I like the breakouts, but I love the back test more. So with that,
Oh yeah.
I think there's quite a bit. Yeah, there's ABCL. I wanted to see that. I like a lot of people keep talking about that ABCL, and it is getting inside the weekly cloud, so that's a good thing, right? That's kind of the first time in a long time. The last time was here was just a big rejection, though. So, but now we're in a point where it has potential to stabilize in this zone. So we do have resistance above 100 week moving average 365. We do got the top of the cloud coming up. So I think if you're if you're interested in this, again, I don't like the breakouts, but if it does do a back test of like the 290s or even the 270s down here, then the potential to stabilize in this zone and get more bullish is there. But it's approaching resistance, not only that 100 week moving average, but it's also, you can just go right here. You can see it's a previous resistance, still resistance. So resistance zone, I'm cautious. It's got to break the cloud for me to get a lot more bullish on it. But now if it backtests 290s, 270s, could be the opportunity tracker.
All right, let me show you some ZETA porn. ZETA, Zeta Global Holdings Corporation. I'm just going to cut right to the end of it. My Circle 5 is 426% higher to 86.96. Now, with that in mind, let's just get real close and see what's going on right now. I posted yesterday to my subscribers that I think Zeta could be heading to this right here. This is a 23.6 fib at 1874, but I'm not going to chase it if it does go up there. Oh, wait, I need to go to the 4-hour chart because I need to see the pre-market action. Oh, look, and look what it did. It did actually go right up to my 236 at 1874. Wicked up there, and now we're back down below. If it finds support at 1734, it's going to go higher, but it might want to come back. Let's see, where's my notes? This is the price I want Zeta at. I want to get it. I want it to come from the 236 back to the 11.4 fib. I want to grab it for $15 or as approaches 14.58. If it does that, I'm going to, drop a hammer down on it and buy a whole bunch. Otherwise, if it just goes to 1734 support and then makes a new higher high than 1874, then I'll go ahead and buy it reluctantly. And then we'll see what if it does after that, either the 382 or the 618 next after that. Let me go to the 8-hour chart. Yeah, based off of this, I really, the 200%, 22, yeah, maybe it does a 382, 236 next. So anyway, that's Zeta for now. Let's just see if it can, if it goes over 1874, look for 2372 next. If it can't get over 1874, load the, load the truck up at 1458, or as it approaches 1458. When it gets to that price, very few orders actually get filled at this price. You have to buy into the weakness as it goes down. And once it hits there aren't very many. The volume drips. The volume pinches off, and like no orders get filled, and then it starts to go back up again. All right, supply and demand.
Yeah, I'll do
Go ahead, Matt.
I'll do two more before I run away. I'll do the Pepsi and NVO here. So I know a lot of people have been asking about Pepsi recently. I don't understand why. The stock is not looking good. right? The stock is not looking good at all. It broke.
It's terrible.
Yeah, the monthly chart, it broke below the monthly cloud for the first time in a very, very long time, right? The last time was basically 2009 during the financial crisis. So this is a break of trend, guys. A high time frame break of trend, which is not something I like at all. This is something that's bearish now. It's a bearish monthly chart, right? And whenever there's a bearish monthly chart, you want to run away. But it doesn't mean it's going to go straight down. So we are at a support zone with these previous candles here. We can just see that there is a floor like right here, right? I'll just draw a line right here. There's a floor right here with all these previous support. So we could get a mean reversion back up to like the 145s, but I think it's just going to roll over and head to the 115 because the 200-month moving average over time will slowly catch up to price and everything will kind of intersect in that zone where it's going to be the 115 in like the months to come, maybe like February 2026 or something. It's all going to intersect like right here. So I think that's going to be the destination for Pepsi. Don't like the chart. Can it go higher first? Yes, right? I think it's very possible to do something like this, go up here, do something like that, and then just go down lower, right? I think I got to make that candle red, or that arrow red, because it's going down. But yeah, I can see something like that. So just because I'm bearish on it doesn't mean it's going to go straight down. I could see a mean reversion to the 140s, 150s first before going down. And NVO is looking like it's also basically at a high time frame resistance zone with the 70-71, right? That is still, it is above it pre-market, but month over month, it's kind of been rejected. And also this 50-month moving average, also a big resistance, so 80-15. So if this chart wants to get more bullish, it's probably going to have to start to break back above that 50-month because this is a break of trend, right? The trend has been, it's been riding this 50-month moving average the whole time up, and now it broke below. So if you want to get more bullish on it, it's got to break above that 80-15. But right now, it's in the process of stabilizing, and it hit the monthly cloud, so that is a good scenario, a bullish scenario. So it is a breakout back test on a very high time frame scale. So it has potential to go higher. It has potential to break. So I'll be watching this 70-71, get a monthly candle close for the end of June. Above it, then that'll be the right step in the right direction to break this $80 zone. All right. Tracker, take us out.
Right. You did your snowflake. You did the snowflake chart, right?
Yeah, it's at resistance. And so did you.
Or did we?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to show my snowflake chart to give Golden Parachute and others a chance to see where they might be able to buy it back at. So I would expect this 886 223.31 to be ultimate resistance. And then it would drop back to at least 199.88, but maybe it has to go back to this 236 at 183 or even the 50% fib. Let's see, did argue it enough? It might have to come back to 174.17. But yeah, this is where I'd start buying it as it approaches 185, right? So from 189 to 185, that's your buy zone, and then save a little bit of money. If it goes down to 174, then just like dump the rest of it there to buy the rest of it up. And then from there, my next target is the 2236 at 314.17 from the 764 at 185. That'd be 69% price improvement to 314.17 or 316.49 for the 1618 on the retracement side. And there you go. That's all the time we've got for now. But come back tonight for the live show, The Triumvirate Rides Again. We will convene Matt and Kat and I, and like I said, hopefully we'll just get to do a fun victory lap show and then tell you where we think things are going next.
Yeah, we'll be good. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you.
Where do these, Matt?
Yeah.
It's like some Ghostbusters. Where do these stairs go?
We'll find out tonight.
They go up.
We'll find out tonight.
I know they go up. All right. See you at 7:30.
All right. See you at 7:30
Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Good luck, everybody. Green Day, but with lots of volatility.